pros and cons of working from home. What have you found?
Yes, as you said, so we've been interested in the benefits and costs that workers are facing as they work from home. And to pick up with commuting, we found that Australians who are working from home since the COVID-19 pandemic are commuting on average about 15% less than they otherwise would. So pre-COVID, most Australian workers were spending around 4.4 hours per week commuting. Now those who are working from home on average spend about 3.4 hours. And
So hang on a second. You
this,
said it used to
sorry,
be
Craig.
How long did it used to be? 4.4 hours.
About 4.4 hours.
And now it's what?
3.4 hours per week on average for the person who works from home.
But why is that? That seems quite high for somebody who's working from home. Is the fact that working from home is only a day or two or something like that? Is that why we've seen the reduction? What have you classified as working from home?
Yeah, so we looked at people who were, we looked at their working from home percent, and the average person works 52% of their hours from home. So this is about 2 to 3 days per week.
Okay.
We also know from the pandemic, people have moved further from their workplaces because they don't have to commute as much as well.
Okay, so that might also be increasing. So even though you go into work less, you now, when the days you go in, you actually live a bit further away.
Oh, yeah, certainly that is an effect. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I thought that would have been a bit of a bigger drop, to be honest. What's the impact of that drop, going from over 4 hours to 3 hours commute? I mean, look, any hour out of traffic is a good hour, let's be honest about that. What are the other benefits that come from this?
Oh, absolutely. And so when we looked at other benefits, something we see immediately is that people are able to work more hours. So we estimated that working from home has contributed to people working about 10.5% more hours, which equates to about 3.6 hours per week. And this, along with the other many benefits of working from home, has sort of helped boost our labour force participation as well.
Okay, so now that's a positive for my boss that I'm working harder and doing longer hours. What is there a positive for me? Like, I guess, is there a monetary saving from the less movement and driving?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so when we valued that commuting benefit, we valued that at just about $5,300 a year based on the average wage of people who work from home. Now, our previous work research found that Australians were willing to forego about $4,400 per year from their wage to work from home. So there is a benefit there still for bosses and for workers like yourself.
Now, the Committee for Economic Development of Australia, do they have any political links? I presume you started this study a long time before the election. I'm only asking because, bizarrely enough, this has become an election issue, hasn't it?
It has, and I think it speaks for itself. But really, the benefits are so big for working from home for so many Australians that a one-size-sort-of-fits-all approach is probably not going to be the best way to go forward, and we should really leave it to managers and teams and workers to find out what's best for them and what types of policies they can institute amongst their teams.
Yeah, so Committee for Economic Development Australia has no political links.
Oh, no.
No, independent organisation. Yeah, that reminds me, you've reminded me, what happened to that call from the Premier for everyone to come back to the office from the public servants? What's happened with that? Let us know if you're a public servant and you've actually gone back to the office, 0467 922 702, or if you're still working from home. So, all right, good on you, James. Thanks for talking to us. It's good to hear there's some positives to come post-COVID.
Yes, thanks, Craig.
Cheers.
Have a good morning.
James Book there from the Committee for Economic Development.